all you're doing.
It's still going to be hard for some people.
Mm.
Do you know how long it took me? It took me a long time. And even when I thought that I was prioritizing me, I wasn't. And that is what is sad, because a lot of us get so carried away with doing what we think is right that we don't actually realize that it may be right for somebody else but not right for myself.
Do you know what I did, Michelle? And I totally understand this, because there's so much noise in the world and so many other perceptions and other people's ideas that start to influence yours. And of course that's going to happen. We live in a connected world.
Yeah.
But I had to go and disconnect myself in order to find my answers to those very questions that you're asking. And this might sound strange for someone who's a speaker to do, but I dipped into silence.
Oh, wow.
And I say dipped in, but really I was silent for 7 whole days.
Wow.
So not a single word came out of my mouth. I did this actually on my 50th birthday. So as turning this wonderful new decade, and all my family and friends were like, oh, where's the party? Where's the party? And I was like, no, there isn't. I'm heading off alone. And so that I need a space for solitude. I had this craving and this calling. I think a lot of women have this, but they don't tune into it because everyone else is important. But we all need some space for silence and solitude. And you give yourself that. And I took myself off to the mountains of Spain for 7 days of silence, and not a single word came out of my mouth. And that allowed me, my mind to settle, and for me to really understand what mattered to me, what's important to me, what is love.
Wow, I'm glad that you said that, because I was literally going to ask you, your mouth was settled, but was your brain speaking? I was going to ask you that because...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, don't... it's not easy. Your brain is like a snow globe, right?
Yeah.
It's like constantly stirring, and then you think it's going to settle, and then it takes one little thought to come along, and it snowballs again.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those snow globes that just keeps going. But I tell you, you know what? After sort of 3-4 days, it just settled.
Had no choice, didn't it?
Absolutely. And I closed my mouth, but my body needed to move for those first few days. And then I was able to still my body, and then everything else kind of followed after. So what I'm saying to women is, you can't do 7 days of silence. Great. Can you do 7 minutes? Or maybe even 7 seconds?
I was just going to say that, because there's some women that can't even do 7 seconds.